Hello, guides and goddesses. Welcome to Side Divine. I wanted to do a as fast as possible reading, just a little glimpse into January of 2022 through the eyes or through the experiences of us by the elements. But I want to start with a little collective consideration, right? Let me change that. I will save the formalities and greetings for the end of the reading, as I do like to just dive right on in as fast as possible. So let's see what collectively we will be experiencing in January of 2022. All right. Line. So maybe experiencing, okay, what I heard is high volume call times. Okay. Someone may have to spend a lot of time on the phone waiting to speak to someone. Okay. Now I don't think it's really legit emo, but I do take this as viral data. You know what I'm saying. I do believe there'll be more conversations about certain things, the sticky transmissions going on in the air. So, some of you may be somebody's going to be experiencing living in an area where the sticky is increasing. There's a problem. Okay. There's going to be some type of, I'm sorry, I mean, wait a minute. Okay. There's going to be some type of event around, there's going to be some conversation about who their connections are, who they are, or some type of throwing him into the mix. Ew. Okay, there's going to be some type of, hold on. I don't like this because coming after me. I don't like that. So let's see what that's all about. Sorry. This is the cleanup man. Somebody may. Okay, so there's going to be some type of news or suggestion or info about their counseling, consulting, connections to the current admin. Yeah, it's going to be somebody's relationships brought forward. Yeah, this has to do with events around the house that is colored white. Someone hiding in the background watching things. There's going to be some conversation about isolating someone. But again, this is information about who's been sponsoring what. Okay. Clarify time. Unfortunately, there's going to be some situations being put in to create more unemployed people. The next move, though, going forward is into the private sector. The goal being to work on a schedule to create those kinds of endings. It doesn't have to be in the physical sense. It could be business. And I normally don't like getting names, but if they're there, they're there. Where's my pen? Okay, let's see if there's anything else. I keep seeing the word arena. So oh, Okay. So this may be something to do with the sticky happening at an arena near one of us. This could be around this Los Angeles, Louisiana. Also, there'll be conversations regarding more sticky checking out, testing at home. Also, oh boy. It's going to be I know there's another word I'm missing here. Let's clarify this. Ooh. In the month of January, somebody may be experiencing an event. I don't think it's going to be one of y'all, but you may be dealing with all of the extras that would come with an event. Someone loses their life, and something about how they left requires closing off the area. You may live there or be stuck in traffic around it. Yeah. And there's some type of fear. You may be afraid of how close it is. But you get a weird, somebody's intuition kicks into effect. So you may know the person. Oof. Okay, I don't really know if I want to share the image I just saw. But the event is fast. It's a fast event. It's a fast event that has a lot of after damage. Yeah, it stops you from moving, or again, could be stuck in traffic or unable to move vehicles, just stuck in a situation that is a little bit beyond your control. Yeah, path blocked, guarded. Okay, what is feel like there's connection to this. Oh yeah, you might know this person. Might be someone that you don't talk to a lot, but you may know of them. Someone's life goes out of balance and they take an action without thinking. Really, can be somebody going through mental illness too, but there is a health event that does cause some blockages for some of y'all. And you will have some intuitive sensing about what it is, who it is, rather. And whatever it is, it blocks people from going in and out. It's like, yeah. Distance. If you can remember to do so in the month of January, speak kindly to people who have unhappy faces. People are going through many things. Yeah, it feels like you may encounter someone who is on the edge of leaving by their own choice. And this might be a thing where you're just like, oh my, I didn't know that person was going through those things. But sometimes just a really nice thing to say to somebody can make a day, right? And I think you might get an opportunity. It might be a situation where, like, after it happens, you may look back and go, wow, I just talked to that person. I was on the elevator with that person, and they looked sad. I didn't say anything because I was listening to my rap music or something. Right. Sometimes just a nice word or two can mean the world to someone. If you can remember that in January, because there's going to be some things going on. And at the bottom of the deck is purple. So it's an opportunity to climb the ranks of, your ascension on your path. Awareness, your intuition sharpens. And you alter somebody's chaotic condition. You show them something that they had not seen, the humanity in others. Yeah, buddy. So if you can remember, guys and goddesses, you are going to encounter someone, but make sure that you're not in a bad place. Just keep your head up, but you are going to encounter someone who is not feeling like they're able to keep their head up. So, and it can be somebody who's going through not necessarily a chemical enhanced condition. This can be just the drunkenness of their condition, their situation. Some people can just feel really drowning, like they're drowning in their emotions, sorrow. Mental health is a thing. Look at that. And so there's an angel guide that you're going to meet who is choosing to quit school and reject or stop the present, stop time. So there's that. Let's move into the elements. Also, you're going to hear some conversations about the hold on. I'm just asking for my own curiosity. Jeez. Queen of the Thrones of Air, Queen of Swords, Lord of Victory, Lord of Dominion. So on the overall, let's just say countries and continents were PlayStations. So somebody is taking over the PlayStation, and there'll be some heads removed. There will be some heads of solid state removed. Boy. And this is some type of plan for some vision. It is a secret vision, nonetheless. Two of Wands, we get restored balance, or removing things to create balance. There's so because there's weakness, and there's also going to be some unsavory, naughty secrets of people at high levels coming out in January. There's a lot too. Things that have been hidden for a long time coming out. The passions of them. So the person, whoever is leading things, let's just say that, the one that is truly leading things, there's going to be more chaos. And that is the plan. 10 of Cups, though. Someone's happy with the order of things, and it is a work. Wow. All right, so in January, everything is going according to plan, even if that plan don't look good. Others will feel okay. A part of the plan is financial stuff in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is things that are spoken and planned will be revealed as new systems become a greater discussion. The 8 of Cups. There's still this wrong idea being expressed. So someone's plan, though, doesn't necessarily, it's not finished, but it's going. But it's going. What's stopping it, though, are these conflicts in the middle. Clarify the conflicts. Others begin to, something happens in January where the ones who didn't mind the problems and the rules, they get affected. Their cups get emptied. 5 Interesting. Huh. Okay. What do they lose? Clarify the oppression for them. Oh, it gets revealed. Okay. So those who didn't mind your suffering start to see the remote control from, and I mean that, being controlled from a distance. Something starts to get revealed. It's visible to them now. And they have questions. Ooh, money block. Okay, the money block that upsets. Ooh. Clarify the event. Before. Somebody tries to give back the gift. Okay, so some people got promised some things for what's going on right now. That doesn't work out quite as planned. Things were supposed to go into a certain order, a certain way, and it was supposed to be good again. Or the gift that was promised isn't given. Instead, it works in reverse. Okay. There's going to be more containments. I can say that. Expect more lockdowns, type stuff in January. There will be pushes for that. But as the pushes are happening, with the people begin to see more that there is no going through it. There's only being in it. There's no getting through it. There's only being in it. People start to recognize the containment system. But those who went along with it, their chains become revealed. I heard the word media term. So between here and January, February-ish, there's going to be a pushback. So there's a refusal to give up, but there's a plan to surrender. But it's met by the waters, the tides, the incoming tides of action and resistance. Someone in a high place gets put between a rock and a hard place. So this may be around the election stuff. Okay. So for avoiding or ignoring the signs, people are missing the signs. There may be some type of major shutdown. In January, okay, between now and January, there's going to be some type of event. It's going to clear out a massive area. This could be around, uh, the house that's white. This could be like a political thing. People go in multiple directions. There is a major passing of some sort, but there's distortion to that data. It is a masculine energy, wilted out, W-I-L-T, wilt. The truth or the reason it's not honest. There's a lie. Wow. Yep, somebody's. So then there becomes this problem of what comes next in the high emotions. And then the drain. Then the drain begins. Who's next? Who's up next? A lot of pushback energy. A lot of, okay. I'd get this energy of some type of media push. Like the things that have been sat on quietly are now used for distraction. Distraction or to hit back. Oh yeah, people's dirty secrets and dirty underwear coming out. Expect to hear more of that in January. Oh boy. Yeah. And it is something being done to elicit a response. So when you see these stories, it is an exchange between others outside of those who are just being nosy and watching. It's information being used to, what's that thing that I don't know if I could say the word. You know when you got something like, okay, I saw you steal all those Tootsie Rolls, or you stole $1 million worth of Tootsie Rolls. I got pictures of it. So this is how this is going to work, or I'm going to show everybody that 10 years ago you stole $1 million worth of Tootsie Rolls. Shame on you. Everyone will hate you. Yeah. And it'll be done to break the chain. Yep. So someone's dirty actions against other feminine energies gets now this could be somebody doing naughty things with other people, or two faces of one. As in somebody high at the top of the food chain might be masculine, but also likes to dress up as a woman. Let's put this away. I feel like somebody's personal data is going to be put out because they want a response or to punish. Like, here's what we can do. This is just the tip of the iceberg at the bottom. This can get worse. And it's some group that has a great ability to create truths and lies. The clock is ticking. Lord, I'm done. That's going to be a very interesting Sorry about the barking. Yeah, somebody's naughtiness. Okay, let's put these away and have a quick look through the elements in January. Sorry for the delay, okay? Alright. Fire signs, alright? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. January 2022. Let's see what's going on between yourself and the others. Ooh. In January, so maybe these are New Year's resolutions. Somebody's out with the old, in with the new, out with the chaotic. It feels like, oh yeah, you may be tired of waiting for someone, running out of energy waiting for someone, growing bored waiting for someone, tired of listening to empty promises that have you on hold. Something happens in January where a light gets shined on this data. And there's a choice to be made. Somebody, fire sign, somebody's going to be done with cheating, lies, scam artists. You may be making a decision to release that energy. And this can be a relationships or groove things that have gone on for too long without any growth or happy results. Things just lose value. I see a garden where the weeds have begun to take over. You may be tired of being drained by the energy exchange that you have to deal with someone in and out of your space. Advice for that data, if you happen to be experiencing that now through January, remember you always have the present, you always have the gift. You always have the gift of time, and time is now, right? So time also is not forever. So you have options, Some of you may be dealing with someone who also has way too many options, paying attention. And that doesn't mean you have to be on board with the silly stuff. So in January, you might be saying no. You might be saying that now. Well, okay, if you're not saying it now, you're going to be feeling it, so you may just be acting on it anyway. Yeah, you might be okay. If you're not feeling the no, though, it looks like it should be a thing. So be aware of that. It does feel like backbone time. Some of you are going to be looking for new resources. This could be just in work. It can be just running out of steam for BS. Knowing that you have options. Knowing that, and okay, it does feel like if you're going through this with work or money, career, finances, and stuff like that, you do need to get out there and look. Something, like it feels like a well up or a swelling up of like, okay, I'm done type of energy. You may be tired of working in a situation where you're not appreciated. But you don't understand that the time or when this event happens, it's supposed to like wake you up. And then like you'll go out and try some new things and realize, oh my God, you literally could have done that ages ago. That you're valued, wanted. It also, for some of you, can be an opportunity to go towards a career that you love. Because there's something, for whoever's going through the work situation, fire signs, you're loved elsewhere, but maybe you don't realize that because your current situation obviously is taking your attention away from potential possibilities, but the present is here. And the present may come from being in the situation or the career that is just not making you happy. And something you've put off for a long time just kind of gets put on you. Something you kind of have wanted, you kind of told your subconscious about that. And so the break is being maybe put in your face. And it's going to help you like connect to the other side of yourself that gets things done. This is upwards and onwards. And you have to go through that polarizing event or a polarizing moment in time where you just go, fuck it. And you get out there and you discover, wait a minute, this was always waiting there. The career, the love, the admiration, the appreciation you was looking for, it is out there, but So for some for some fire sign, might be dealing with an Aries. For one of y'all, could be an Aries. You could be experiencing an event that's just gonna put some fire in your tank. At the bottom. I hope it's not that bad. I hope it's not going to be that much, but okay, you might have to have a little meltdown. Watch your emotions. Don't flip out and add things to the resume. Don't add the unnecessary stuff there, okay? All right. Let's hold on. All right, let's go on. Water signs. January. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh, hold on. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in January. There may be some relations that run out of steam. Some things you just let go of, release, abandon. You may be copying someone's response to a situation. There's just something that loses its value. feels like water signs. It feels like somebody, maybe by choice or by circumstance, didn't go towards something that was you might have manifested. You might have asked for something and then it showed up and you didn't. You turned your back to it. Or you may have been waiting for the situation to do its thing on its own, or like some type of autopilot. This may be a situation where, oh, water signs, you got some haters. Okay, hold on. Water signs, beware. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry for all the extra noises. I'm grunting and groaning over here because it's annoying. Be aware, water signs. You got to check the people in your space. Somebody hates you. I don't really know a nicer way to say that. I'm finding a little frustration in this moment. Hold on. Water signs. If you're a water sign, you want me to go further on this reading specifically, leave it in the comments. You got a whole hater. I don't like this hater a lot. It stresses me. It stresses me. Look at this card. You may even have more than one. And because it's more than one, I don't want to say hater. You may have somebody, oh, where's my pen? You may have somebody who just likes to control you. And then you may have somebody who's just nutty and probably is a follower of the first one. Nonetheless, they are competition, respectfully speaking. They may, on the surface, have respect for you. It's convo. It's not real. I feel like we should do another reading to hash out whoever this is, because they feel very poisonous. They're going to stop your path. They're going to try to stop your path. What is the... Let's go try to connect a little further with this. Tell me about the block. What are they blocking? Ooh. Okay, got that part, but what are they blocking from the water sign? Maybe blocking your ability to make moves? Oh, okay. Hey, water signs, I'm feeling something really strong here in your data. You gotta, okay, something you manifested or something you want, something you're working on, goals, something like that. You may have multiple, could be two, haters, hateful individuals, very controlling. You need to really be looking into these people, making better decisions on what advice you take from them. Because you are coming in clean-hearted, or, yeah, buddy. And they want you on autopilot. Oh, God. I don't know if this is a boss or somebody who thinks that they're superior to you. They just want you to do what you're told. The goal is to melt you down into what they want. And they'll do it by controlling your access. They may be controlling your personal access to another part of yourself. This is so weird. They may be controlling your access to love. Be very careful who you are taking love advice from in the friendship world. I mean, this feels as simplistic as friends sitting amongst each other, taking dating advice from each other, and secretly they really hate your guts. It's like if I said, hey, if I'm sitting around like a bunch of friends and they haven't had a date in 15 years, and I'm like, guess what? I'm going out with Denzel Washington tonight. Bitches might hate. It's logical I mean, I'm not saying everybody would do that, but some people would be like, oh, you shouldn't be going out with him. He's married. What about his wife? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, he's divorced. It's over. So he wants to go out with me in it. And then, like, everybody, like, hates my guts. And any actions taken. Yeah, they're destroying your path. And then they destroy your path with bad advice and say horrific things. Like, you don't want to go out with Denzel because he's gross. And he hasn't washed in 4 years, right? His religion says he can't take a bath. And they just salt up the game until there is no game. Ooh-wee. You are being advised. Oof. Again, my readings are just for consideration. I'm saying that, but I feel very strong energy of using your intuition and asking questions, or having a better look at the criminal-minded energies giving you advice. You may be dealing with a scam artist or a time thief. Oops. You may be wanting peaceful connections with others in the world of opportunity. Water signs. You may be wanting something balanced in love and lust connections. But that's not possible. That's going to be a thing too. Water signs, you are going to have to, oof. Okay, water signs. This feels like people in your space. In January, people who have an effect on your life. Cheating, scamming, wanting remote control of you. Your actions. This becomes, it was quietly chaotic before. But it's a situation that's a problem now because how it affects you. How it blocks. But there is protection if it is chosen. It has to be planned. But there are some changes to safety and protection. You do have an impact on this if you desire it. If not, the odds are against. Clarify. So, okay, back to the love. I wanted to finish that part. Be aware of be aware of something you manifest. You may ask or seek love, connections. Time is a thing. You may be promising or planning to do something around love in time, making plans for something that may not seem like the most logical. Yeah. Be aware of groups making decisions about your love life. Someone may be water signs. Somebody, I ain't saying who. Somebody might be acting. Somebody might be acting, making excuses, and doing so because you're being influenced by thoughts and the haterisms of others. Be mindful of people issuing ultimatums to you about what you have to do. It is distorted data. It is intended to block, control. It is the actions of greedy individuals. Be aware of having to say no to peer pressure. You may be getting a sense about that. You may be aware of that. Okay, so be aware of being forced into situations around finance and ideas, stupid ideas. Yeah. If you are paying attention, water signs, in January you're gonna get to see your haters as they laugh at you. Be paying attention. The hateful ones. Actions. Best actions. There are some bad energies that have to be called out. Some of you are going to be hearing the truth and seeing the actions that come after that. The actions are more like commands. Actions, though, going forward, the wrecking ball. However that came across to you, water signs, the wrecking ball. This may include speaking up for yourself to the chagrin of the others. You may discover that you are water signs, in January, you're going to be shown, put into a situation, or you're already in it, that's a waste of time. It's something where somebody is promising something, and however, going through the chaotic moment is choosing the self. What comes after? Higher path. Higher path. You may have to, if you decide to do it, water signs, an opportunity arises where you get to call somebody out on their shit, take back your power, stop being used. Stop being used. You may discover somebody is using you in a bad way. And so the opportunity to speak up, stand up for yourself. I hear Bob Marley. Get up, stand up for your rights. Don't give up the fight. Okay. Let's move on. Earth signs. Let's see what's going on with you in 2022. January 2022. Ooh, Beelzebub. Some of y'all are dealing with the devil. What? Cameron. Okay, earth signs. Watch your energy, watch your anger. Someone that you were probably working it out, twerking it out with, you know. Someone's in love with you. And there's a very thin line between love and hate. So be aware of pushing someone backward because you don't like what you see. There may also be a travel plan that you're going to have to change because of things they're looking at in order to go. Travel plans get altered. And then you remember how they control. How you might be being controlled by someone. You may also get a moment in time, earth signs, where you realize that a lot of the distorted relations are because of you. You may be hearing this from someone. You may also have interest in someone new, or someone has interest in you, and you don't know, or you don't care to know. There's a certain situation you feel like you can always go back to, or that's open, and that may be out of time. You may be finding that out. You also, I feel like you might be getting the same situation too as fire signs. Clarify magic. Earth signs, be aware of who you're listening to. It's like having to do what the robots tell you to do. This can be around the sticky thing. You may be seeing the games being played, even more so. You may be hearing or realizing that silence is like saying yes in some situations. And there's evolution here in travel. Yeah, there's someplace you plan to go, you ain't going. At the bottom of the deck is world news. So this is outside influences that alter the travel plans. And you know why. So watch your energies. Think. Okay, clarify. There's some. Well, you may not want to. If this is regarding travel plans within reach, there's where there's a will, there's a way, is what I'll say. If there's someplace you really wanted to go, maybe there's a way to do it in an alternative way with heavy thought. It's like, oh, I could have flown to this place that's 2 states away, but there's also a train, or yeah, and not alone in the process. Other people are having the same thing too. So you get to hop onto a different timeline. There's that. All is not lost is what I'm saying. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Earth signs, money. Money. Finance. Earth signs. Okay, I don't think this is for everyone. Hopefully not earth signs. Someplace you go, like work, there's going to be some changes. It's coming through like a tornado. You were happy with it before. And it's something you might have fought for the connection or waited for those connections to be, or to take action. But the action is like a stoppage. You may be looking for the person responsible for that. Ooh. Be aware of giving your money to the wrong person in the month of January. It feels like somebody gets used. Sacrifice. Last hired, first fired. Something like that, or there's going to be, yeah, hold on. This ain't no happy situation. Be aware of liars. Like, I'll take your $50 and I'll bring you back $10,000. And you might feel comfortable with it because you know that person, but yeah. For earth energies. Okay. Also, I just saw an image of somebody walking to their vehicle. Be very careful in public. If you're looking like you got money, even if you don't, if you might look like it or something, this feels like missing the signs before force. Okay, so that's for feminine. Financially, beware of getting robbed. Beware of getting robbed. This feels like hater energies. Being nice to somebody who turns on you. Being peaceful towards someone who is really actually closed off. I just heard they are on a mission. Um, hmm. This is someone who suddenly becomes unmasked. So be aware of your location. I just want you to be more aware of your location. Times are changing. Bear mace, anybody? Um, this feels like somebody you might smile at but wouldn't date them, or you know what I'm saying? You make eye contact with somebody, and what they've been doing is standing in the parking lot watching to see who comes to the car with the biggest gifts. So there are a lot of places you can go shopping where they'll walk you to your car. Just saying. There is somebody who will be keeping score of who they can get, keeping track of who they can get. So be aware of somebody looking to you. I think this is more of a before. This might be up to Christmas data or sign. So be aware of that. See what's going on with the others. Most annoying energy coming your way. Ooh. Okay. Between here and January 2022, someone wants you to take responsibility for how you made them feel. I don't think you will. I don't know. There's someone you may want to restart with. You might want to come back around, and you've learned some things. There may be someone that you miss, and you chose freedom or something, but they may have resolved what was true about the situation unto themselves. Beware of trying to reconnect with somebody who thinks that you're just doing it for thirsty issues. You may come across as a pretender, or somebody who's just coming in to cause issues. Earth signs, be aware of pursuing love in the new year before you have healed. Okay, just saying. Somebody may be, there may be an earth sign trying to run game back on somebody, run some control tactics. Whether it's you or someone else, could be dealing with an Aquarius or some type of air sign. Be aware of addictions. Beware of addictions that block you off. Addictive behavior or the chemical ones. There is a test between here and the month of January. Something that you'd like to have from the universe. You're only moving forward as if you just want it. And therefore, there's a loss of value there, right? Some of you may make someone feel that they're wasting their time. They're waiting for you to do the right thing. But there's selfishness going on and bad communications. So be aware of that. Be aware of pushing others away if that's not your true intention. Okay. All right. Let's move that out. Air signs. Let's see what's going on. Air signs, be aware of something being done to the point of exhaustion. Be aware of intention or energies being pushed forward that create blockages. This feels like needing to turn your back on old data. And this can be dealing with your haters. Air signs, you may also be being hateful. Be careful of that. There's somebody who has made a lifetime of a distortion or replicating oneself. To the point where that becomes their life. Someone may have lost themselves. Oof. So the Empress reverses. Air signs, be aware of being excessive in your behavior in general. This may be good, taking things too far. This feels like connections that have been out of, or have been or are out of balance, false connections, lies, deceit, trickery. That energy causes closures and shutdowns. Be aware of being possible for some air signs, being let go from a situation. Be aware of your connections between here and January. I get the energy of somebody. Be aware of somebody trying to get your attention through ridiculously stupid, time-wasting things like creating fake accounts and trolling, or creating multiple people, right? People trying to get your attention. This can be in the work environment also. People in groups who are just playing follow the leader. Air signs, you may see energies like that pour themselves out to exhaustion while blocking their own successes and paths. Now, part of the work is to not speak on that, but to just move away from those energies, if you know who I'm talking about. Air signs, once you've identified the actors, it is okay to take back your energy. You may be dealing with liars, but just tons of them. There's lots of them. You may be dealing with energies that have secretive agendas against you. Remove your energy. You are still being guided to do such a thing if you were feeling that, and I know a lot of people are feeling that. It is okay to remove your energy. This does feel like potentially someone who is mental. Could be a masculine energy. Could also be a feminine who's also just mental. Can be a masculine pretending to be a feminine. This is where the fake account shit comes in again, right? Guides and goddesses, as you recognize the false connections of the others, you are also being guided to realize options before response. Oh. Be aware you're not the only one who sees the nut jobs. You're not the only one. So this could be a great time for new connections with those who are clearly doing okay upstairs. On a smaller, closer situation, air signs, you may have somebody who is interested in you on a personal level, but they have fears and blocks, and yet they keep going because what they crave is control. They crave control over you. So they may do things that drill away at trying to get access to you. They may create issues. They may do things just to get in your space, get your attention, get your energy. And they go on and on and on. And they don't realize they have manifested a problem. And they manifested a problem, guides and goddesses, because they came across the right motherfucking one. And so I encourage you, I urge, I beseech you to not physically respond once you recognize those who are walking fast asleep. Pull back your energy. The problem is theirs. Now they may have the vision to recognize the angel guide, but they don't have the key. And they're mad about it. They can't get through. They can't access through the door. No. No. The answer is no. And so at some point, stupid runs itself out of stupid. If you are sensing that energy, remove your energy. Do not float around in it because it orbits around you, goofy. Don't do that. What is their karma for this? So for the one who is playing those types of games with any air sign, right, y'all? You know who you are. Okay, not all air signs, because everybody's not good, right? So for those who are going through this type of data between here and January, you're pulling back your energy because of you can see crazy. I don't really have far to go with that. You can see crazy on others. You can see the lies. They've been there. You can see the BS. It's been there. You've known about it. What they don't know is how you react to things. What they don't know is how you respond to shit. You're different. And you could box that shit right the fuck. Like, what? You can seal it tighter than a box from Amazon. You are being guided towards peace. Unfortunately, you do have to walk through the chaos to get there. Hi, how you doing? You already did that. What's next? So there is protection of self that does need to happen, especially when dealing with those who, they sleep. They sleep. You're being gifted with vision. You're being gifted with an opportunity to heal. Whether you take that is really up to you. Whether you'd like to solve the problems in this realm is always up to you. However, for certain air signs, there's only blindness. Someone has chosen rejection for their own protection. And that is a part of getting a hold of the extra limb, leg, brain that we've been taught not to even acknowledge. Okay? There's an air sign that may have seen things for what they was a long time ago. So the anger, energy, aggression towards the situation has already been experienced. Okay? And so, air signs, you have the opportunity to choose the higher self over the emotional self. You're being asked to remove your energy and let those who are at battle battle themselves. Be aware of those who pull on your energy, have expectations. If those ain't your expectations, 2022 is the year of problem solving. Hello. It is the year of the vision. And those who are in your path at this time with low level energy, you got to get out the way so they can try to get over that. Actions. Air signs in this time, between here and January, part of the work is also realizing who's fixed energy, even if that's yourself. It's about awareness of what is stuck and how to unstick it so you don't have to reincarnate back into this space in a worse condition. So for certain air signs, I don't know who you are. There's some logic, some moving forward that has to be done. And it feels like holding on to situations that never served you. Making sure that you're not making sure you're not the air sign that's low to the ground, right? Because there's higher work to be done. And if that higher work isn't done, that's not good. Okay? It's not the work. All right, let's see what's going on with the moolah. Oops. Dropping cards. What's going on for air signs and money? Air signs, be aware the universe is trying to get your attention. You are getting a lot of blockages. I don't know who this is, but January is going to be some hellified blocks. If you have been a naughty air sign, and I don't mean like getting butt naked or none of the fun stuff. If you were a naughty air sign, Watch your funds. Maybe getting some awareness of things taking a down slope or a downturn. There may be a company takeover where someone works, which changes the way things happen. So put a smile on your face. The bosses might be looking. Someone says something. Be listening. Feels like somebody says something on the job about what's coming next. They may joke about it, like, but they're serious. So you hear this in a different way than everyone else. Clarify the be aware of work. If you think you might be leaving work because of paperwork, or you think it might be an issue because of paperwork, start gearing your mind up for that right now so it's not, some of you may be waiting for the other shoe to drop in a work situation. Like, I know in a little while they're going to do this, that, and the other. Don't wait for it to happen. Start making plans. Right. Some of you will want to explain yourself in a financial situation or a connection. This could be work too. It feels like it's, for some of you in the work environment, it's too far gone to ask questions of logic. Because this is the only thing they care about. Observing, testing, and controlling. And the button has been pushed. You're either programmed or you're not. Right? So, air signs, it may be an opportunity to take care of yourself, worry about yourself. But in the absence of that, for the one who chooses no self-care, you're on a repetitive cycle. You're in a repetitive cycle that won't allow you to experience the higher self. Not good. And it's chosen. Others can see bad intention. Air signs, you may see bad intention in others. You may be expressing bad intention, so be careful. Someone may be, you may find yourself in a situation where all you can focus on is what you don't have. Bear. Stop doing that. Be aware of other people or situations that mess with your self-esteem. That's supposed to come from inside, not outside, okay? Be aware of moving into fixed energy because of something you can't have in love. What? Air signs, you may also have to deal with crazy people. Lord. For the air signs who are not choosing mental self-care at this time, some situation comes through that's going to put you on a stuck focus. Don't let it be this. There is a situation in January, between here and January, that you need to get over, air signs. You have to release something, because as long as you hold on to it, it controls you. Right? And so while there can be a pullback on energies or logic, whatever, it does have to go back. It does. It does. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. Air signs, be aware of dealing with somebody, having the clarity, the vision, and understanding, and acceptance to know that certain situations just have to be released. Okay? And whether it's you or dealing with somebody, crazy is crazy, and crazy don't change. So, logic has to be applied going forward. If this is a crazy boss or someone crazy that you're dating or talking to even, this feels like 2022 is going to be the year of like a greater opportunity to move away from that, because it's going to be different. But all choices start with you. And so if there are blockages, hazards, bad relationships, things that just don't work, you are a powerful source. So if you keep thinking about what you don't have, you get more of that. If you keep wanting someone who doesn't want you, you get more emptiness. If you keep going after someone who doesn't want the focus or the interest or your energy, you get more negativity. You get more absence. Because you're trying to get something that isn't for you, isn't allotted to you at this time, if ever. Okay? So be careful of how much energy you give to that which influences you in a harmful way. Things that occupy your world. Okay? You have to make the choice to be well. Air signs, you also have to make the choice to occupy your space with other things that are wellness to you. And if you don't know what that is, then you go, you ask. You ask people with psych degrees. They even make medication for that shit. Nonetheless, that was dark for many, I know. So let's see what angel advice we can give here. For any air sign who's reading, that wasn't. I hear Fleetwood Mac, break the chain. So be careful what you're holding on to, air signs, emotionally, physically, in relationships, even the job that's gone on for too long and you don't feel good getting up to go to it. That can last forever if you like. And you can change it too. Angel advice. If you need to sleep more, that is a choice, right? If you're still not sleeping, it might be time to see if there's some type of other assistance to go to sleep or something. Until then, that might be a big thing that's making you make bad choices, or rewiring those precious neurons in the brain and making them work different. Nonetheless, in the meantime, you are manifesting exactly what you focus on, even if you don't understand how focused energy works. And be aware of losing yourself. Be aware of losing self, because you're choosing chaos, chaotic minds. And this could be because someone's just refusing, not even bothering to take the time to heal themselves. This can be somebody who's just stuck in a pattern of sabotaging behavior. attempting to harm others, cause hurt, distraction. Be aware of gifts that are lost in the rest of this lifetime because of the energy put outward. When one chooses a darker path, well, there's no light there, duh. You might get to see the gifts of others, but you may not harness them for yourself. Again, manifesting more of what you want. The darkness you wish upon others is what you get for yourself, too. All of these things are coming out as chosen choices. So you have to decide where you want to be the rest of this lifetime, right? Are you choosing the more spiritual path? Or are you just going to are you on the blind path? Because the option to not be blind and in the dark is upon you. The choice is here. It's always been. Unfortunately, you're on the last few pages of the book of life here. So choosing the spiritual path, it's got to be a choice. But if that's not chosen, then the luck changes. The fortune changes. And there's a gift that is lost. And there's less sense going on, right? You experience a lot of the distortion because you're not like the others, but you need help. You need help so that you can give help. Now, for whatever air signs that was for, time is not forever. So there is someone who needs to either get the help that they need to move forward, or more loss comes. Period. And I mean a loss of sense. A loss of logic. Let's clarify the current loss of self for whoever's experiencing that. Just to clarify. 6. They may be experiencing blockages from others, friendships that don't last for very long. People see the problem, they move. They may experience addictive behaviors. They may experience a desire to control. And because of that controlling energy, others take back their energy from them. Opportunities, chances get lost. Yeah. Whoever's going through this type of energy, I don't care what sign you are, what you put out, you get back. And if you put out enough of it, it doesn't come right back that I've seen. It comes back harder a little bit later on. Bad energy going out can be staved off for a while. We see this in rich people, right? Or people who have more than others and will step over a homeless person and not bother to feed them. Not offer them a meal or anything. They may not get their energy back right away, but it does come back in ways that aren't quite as clear to everyone or understood. Later on, that rich person might become homeless themselves. They may experience a life filled with sadness and emptiness. They may feel, though they may have all the money in the world, they may be the saddest person in the world too. So, what's put out is returning. They just don't understand what it looks like. Okay? What they may also experience is chaotic communications, distant communications with others, communication type things. Oh, they may also be giving off air signs. If you're doing any of this stuff, be aware of that. Instead of being able to touch the gifts you harness, you give off a frequency that's anti, and others don't fuck with that. Which is like magic against oneself, bad, ill communications, fighting, just people who distance themselves from your energy. So be careful with that. I just heard sour face. Be aware of sour faces or making sour faces. Some of you might be going through unhappiness that's visible to others, and it may be coming across in your communications, the way you behave, or whatever. Just be aware, air signs. All right. If you enjoyed this reading, like, comment, subscribe, and if you just like listening to the audio, that's great too. Whatever. Hopefully this was a thought or two worth your consideration for January 2022. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.